Hello everybody. Okay, it's time for another PowerPoint presentation video and we're still on Unit 2. This is going to be the second and the final lesson for Unit 2. So what we will learn in Lesson 1, we did the vocabulary and we also did the academic writing skills. So in this lesson we're going to do the analysing cause and effect, and we're also going to do an exercise that will deal with the grammar point because and because of. Okay, and before we continue, let me just one more time put my email here, because I know that there was a mistake by me, which I apologize for, with my email address last time. So Scott's email, lambertsclose23@gmail.com, LAMBERTSCLOSE, lambertsclose23@gmail.com. That is the correct email. So just write it down somewhere and always use that one, please. Okay, so let's start this lesson and we're going to look at cause and effect. Okay, so let's start with the book. Page 49, Analysing Cause and Effect. Right, I'm just going to read some of the text from the book. So, cause and effect. It is a very common type of academic writing. Sometimes the cause and effects are discussed in separate paragraphs. This is true especially when there is one cause with several effects, or one effect with several causes. So it basically depends how long your writing piece is going to be. Are you writing a 5-paragraph essay? In that case, you might want to separate the paragraphs for each cause or each effect. But for this exercise, we're just going to use one paragraph. Okay, let's keep going. So here is an example of a cause and effect situation. The problem is traffic congestion in my city. So that is the problem. Traffic congestion. Congestion means build up, stuck. There's too much traffic in my city. Traffic congestion. So that is the problem. Right, so what is the cause of that problem? The cause, and there might be many causes, but we're going to just focus on one cause here. The one cause is too many cars on the road. As you can see in the photo, there are too many cars on the road. That is the cause of the problem. And then what you can do is you can talk about the several effects of that cause. So too many cars on the road is the cause, and the effects are air pollution, noise, people are often late for work or school, and accidents. So again, air pollution, noise, late for work or school, accidents. Okay, so this is the cause and effect situation. There is a problem, there is something that causes the problem, and there are effects of the problem. Okay, so let's just use this example, traffic congestion in my city. Okay, so we're going to look at some language now that we can use when we're writing about cause and effect. It says verbs of cause and effect, and this is on page 51 in your book. And what you will see is a table. And it says writers use certain phrases to show the relationship between the cause of a problem and its effects. Okay, so let's start with this part of the table. Here we have the cause, too many cars on the road, and the effects, air pollution, noise, late for work and school, accidents. Now we can use some of the vocabulary, the verbs, to link them. So examples, too many cars on the road leads to air pollution. Too many cars on the road causes noise. Or too many cars on the road results in people being late for work and school. I had to change the sentence slightly there. Too many cars on the road results in people being late for work and school. Too many cars on the road results in car accidents. Okay, so the direction here is we're starting with the cause and we're moving to the effect. But what we can also do is we can do it in the opposite way. This is where you can start with the effect and then talk about the cause. Okay, so it's the same set of effects and causes, but we're going to slightly change the vocabulary to link them. So, example, air pollution is caused by too many cars on the road. Okay, so the effect first and then the cause. Being late for work and school is due to too many cars on the road. I was late for work today due to traffic congestion. Okay, and then we can also use as a result of. There are many accidents on the roads these days as a result of too many cars. There is a lot of noise pollution as a result of too many cars on the road. Okay, so this is just a table to help you with some vocabulary to write your sentences when you're writing about cause and effect. Okay, so what we're going to do now is we're going to practice some writing. We're going to write a paragraph about cause and effect. And I am going to stay with the same problem, the traffic congestion in my city. But when you do your practice, please choose a different problem. Okay, so I'm going to read this paragraph to you, and as you can see, the vocabulary that we just introduced is highlighted in red. Okay, so this is my paragraph. In my city, there is a lot of traffic congestion. There are simply too many cars on the road, and this leads to many problems. For example, there is too much air pollution these days. This causes me to cough more than in the past, and I feel like my breathing ability has been affected in a bad way. There is also so much noise outside my bedroom window as the result of the traffic and cars. This makes it very hard for me to concentrate when I'm trying to read a book or study at home. Another problem caused by the traffic is that my father often complains about being late for work, and I'm also sometimes late for school if we don't leave our house early enough in the morning. The increase in traffic has also led to a lot more accidents and car crashes. Just yesterday, I was walking home and I saw 3 cars damaged on the side of the road as a result of an accident. It's pretty scary. Okay, so that's the paragraph that I wrote about cause and effect. And here is the instructions for you guys. Writing practice. Choose a problem and write a cause and effect paragraph, like the example above. Now you can choose any problem that you want. You just can't use the same one that I did. But here are some examples, okay? So you can use these if you want to, some ideas, or you can use your own. But here are some ideas. The coronavirus. That is a pretty big problem. You could write about the cause and effects of that. A lack of jobs these days. There's a lack of jobs. You could write about the cause and effects. Fine dust. Climate warming, especially, the lack of rain in some countries. And then another one would be eating fast food. So please choose your own topic and I want you to write about the cause and effects. Okay, let's move on to the next slide. After you have finished the cause and effect, there's one more thing that we need to do for Unit 2, and that is because and because of on page 52. Okay, so I'm mostly going to leave this to you guys. The instruction here, please read page 52 explaining the difference between because and because of. And you can also complete those questions there. There are 4 questions in the book. And then you should complete the worksheet that I sent you on Smart Campus. And on that worksheet there is more information about how to use because and because of. And basically it's all about the words that come after you use those words. So it's the next phrase, the next clause will determine if you use because or if you use because of. Okay, so that's it. I'm going to wrap up this PowerPoint video now. The next one we do will be moving to the next unit, which will be Unit 7. We're not moving in chronological order. We're not going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. We're bouncing around. So we started with Unit 2, and next will be Unit 7. Plus, we will also talk about writing mechanics. Okay, thank you very much.